Episode 56XX, September 17, 2024. Californians told to avoid leaving the house. Georgia wood burning. In episode 56XX, 1 California, 2 Georgia, 3 Minnesota, 4 New Jersey, 5 Ohio, 6 Oregon, 7 Canada, 8 United Kingdom, 9 China, 10 India, 11 wood burning and lung cancer. Main content. 1 California. People in California told to avoid leaving the house. RAWSEP View: why does the government have to tell people to avoid burning wood when everyone is surrounded by wildfire smoke? Does the government have to assume the average person lacks all common sense? From the article. Newsweek. Wildfire smoke is creating pollution that is dangerous to inhale. Avoid burning wood in your fireplace or fire pit and minimize sources of. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Monday afternoon, the National Weather Service NWS office in San Diego broadcast an air quality alert from the South Coast Air Quality Management District, AQMD. The alert warned of increased fine particle pollution from wildfire smoke across parts of Southern California, and it is expected to remain in place until 11 p.m. local time Tuesday. If you smell smoke or see ash due to a wildfire, remain indoors with windows and doors closed or seek alternative shelter, if feasible, the alert said. Avoid vigorous physical activity and run your air conditioner and/or an air purifier. If possible, do not use whole house fans or swamp coolers that bring in outside air. Avoid burning wood in your fireplace or fire pit. 2 Georgia. RAWSEP View Bad news. Atlanta, Georgia chooses a highly polluting, very expensive way to heat people's homes in order to give a big monetary reward to biomass wood burning companies. From the article. Georgia PSC gives final approval to biomass projects, capital beat Atlanta. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. State energy regulators Tuesday approved a plan by Georgia Power to buy about 80 megawatts of electricity generated by burning wood chips at. Georgia Power gets okay of regulators to buy more energy from burning wood. Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Burning of wood over objections of consumer and environmental groups. Biomass is any organic material such as wood that is burned for fuel. State regulators approved Georgia Power's pricey biomass energy plan. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution. State regulators on the Public Service Commission on Tuesday approved a Georgia Power plan to source more energy from burning wood known as biomass burning. 3 Minnesota Boundary Waters. Wood Lake fire grows to 27 acres in Boundary Waters U2. Crews in northern Minnesota are still battling the Wood Lake fire in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area. Wood Lake wildfire in Boundary Waters is 25% contained, likely human-caused. Yahoo. The Wood Lake wildfire continues to burn in the Boundary Waters Canoe. The fire has been burning for almost a week, having been first. Wood Lake fire grows in Minnesota. Boundary Waters KARE 11.com. KARE 11 crews in northern Minnesota are still battling the Wood Lake fire in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area. Officials say the fire has grown to 27 acres. Forest Service reduces BWCA closures surrounding Wood Lake fire. WTIP. After a week of battling the Wood Lake fire in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area, wilderness firefighter crews continue to suppress the fire. Wood Lake wildfire in Boundary Waters is 25% contained, likely human-caused. Bring me the news. The Wood Lake wildfire continues to burn in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area wilderness, with officials saying it's around 25% contained. KSDP.com 5 Eyewitness News. Wood Lake fire, Superior National Forest. The Wood Lake wildfire continues to burn in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area wilderness. 4 New Jersey Brigantine. LBI offshore wind farm will violate noise ordinances, lawsuit says MSN. According to Save LBI, the results showed that onshore noise levels would violate Brigantine's 50 decibel noise ordinance level. 5 Ohio. 3 Good Samaritans help save woman from burning home in Cleveland. WKYC. WKYC, I heard somebody yelling from the street, fire. Amanda Goddard, who was inside the wood frame home, said, I smelled smoke and went out to the porch. 6 Oregon. Wallowa-Whitman National Forest downgrades to public use restrictions phase A. RAWSEP View: a chimney 5 feet high and a spark arresting screen does little to protect near neighbors and the wood burners themselves from the adverse health effects of wood burning. These restrictions only seem to protect a little from literally setting the house on fire. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Elkhorn Media Group. Wood burning stoves should be equipped with a chimney at least 5 feet in length and a spark arresting screen consisting of a 1/4-inch mesh hardware cloth. 7 Canada, Ontario, Cornwall. RAWSEP View: handymen in Cornwall, Ontario obviously seem to lack common sense, and any slap on the back for safe wood burning is foolish whistling in the dark. In the middle of Canadian wildfire smoke, township homeowners still revert to wood burning in their backyards for no reason. From the article. Handyman hints. Keys to safe backyard burning. Cornwall standard freeholder. Although the rules regarding outdoor burning might vary slightly from city to township, homeowners are indeed allowed to burn wood in their backyards. 8 United Kingdom, London. 14 ways to keep your lungs healthy. RAWSEP View: RAWSEP is glad to see that the list of 14 ways to keep your lung healthy is the admonitions to think twice about using wood burning stoves. RAWSEP View: if you think you will not burn wood to begin with. From the article. The Times. Smoke or have any other risk factors. Smokers, however, are 12-2. Wood burning in homes produces more small particle pollution than all. So here's what you need to do to protect these vital organs. Quit smoking. Don't start vaping. Go for lung cancer screening if you're eligible. Exercise matters. Check the outdoor air quality before going for a run. Adjust your diet. Use your extractor fan. Think twice about using wood burning stoves. 9 China. Interpregnancy interval air pollution and the risk of low birth weight. A retrospective study in China. BMC Public Health Biomed Central. The maternal exposure to ambient air pollutants during pregnancy, including particulate matter PM with an aerodynamic diameter of less than or equal to 2.5 micrometers PM, 2.510 A India. Patna becomes second most polluted city in India. MSN. AQI is an assessment of air quality that takes into account pollutants including PM 2.5 particulate matter less than 2.5 microns and PM 10. 10B India. Here are 5 lessons on how to prioritize clean air in businesses. The World Economic Forum. In India, businesses are the second largest source of particulate matter PM 2.5 emissions, with air pollution costing Indian businesses 11 with burning and lung cancer. Doctors discover threat that could crack mystery of rising cancers. MSN. Exposure to tiny particles of fumes emitted from car exhausts and burning, which can increase the risk of a DNA mutation known to trigger lung cancer.